I've never seen a blizzard like this before.
Plus, Monday, see these students.
We were getting pretty frantic.
Go face to face with a tornado.
We're trapped.
On prom night.
I thought we were in big trouble.
Watch a new series from the Weather Channel. Storm Stories, weeknights at 8 Eastern and Pacific.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
And it's time to break out the shovels in the Washington, D.C. area as the latest winter storm dumping 7 inches on the nation's capital. We'll show you who's feeling the storm sting right now. Meanwhile, in Chicago, you're feeling the sting of bitterly cold air. Find out if that chill will stick around with you for the weekend. And a good morning again, and welcome to this very busy edition of Weather Center. I'm Bill Keneally. Thanks for joining us as we track the impact of a winter storm now moving on through the Northeast. And here's what we can expect for the folks around D.C. The worst is probably over with. Snow showers for another couple of hours, primarily north of town. Philadelphia, snow should be letting up, although it's hanging on pretty tough out there in Lancaster, Montgomery, and Bucks County. New York City, heavy snow for at least a couple more hours, and watch out there on the island. And Boston, that snow looks like it's got some staying power. It'll be around much of the daytime today. Joining us now, our winter weather expert, Paul Kosin. And Paul, again, that snow still has a little staying power out there in eastern Pennsylvania. When can we see an improvement around the tri-state?
Well, it looks like New York still has to cover through, say, another couple of hours of light to occasionally moderate snows. The real heavy snuff has really moved off mostly towards the east, northeast, across Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. As a matter of fact, some of the heaviest bands of snow already have made it across places like Hartford up towards Providence, even into Boston. We'll expect that to continue. 6 inches is likely in all of these places, New York, Hartford, and Boston. Very strong jet stream disturbance. One reason we won't see a tremendous amount of snowstorm. This storm is moving very fast, so snowfall will be heavy but short-lived. Now we see the classic comma shape in the satellite picture. Often the heaviest snow we find along the southern edge, and that's exactly where it's occurring. That's just to the north of this rapidly moving low pressure system. And we can even see the bands of snowfall coming together, especially across from New York towards southern New England. Pretty sharp edge of the significant snowfall here, but sometimes we'll see some of the heaviest bands along the northwestern boundary, which is why we're seeing some of the heaviest snow now in Hartford, Providence, and in Boston. Still a considerable amount of snow to go for the New York City area, but it's moving fairly rapidly, so we'll look for that to taper off in the next couple of hours. But the real heaviest band right now still situated across northern portions of Connecticut, southeastern Massachusetts, and we'll see occasional accumulations up to as much as perhaps even a foot of snow across southeastern Massachusetts, but mostly 6 to 8 inches across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and eastern Mass, including Boston. Bill?
All right, Paul, thanks a lot. Again, the heaviest of snow that did fall was down there into the middle Atlantic area. To date, we've had 7.5 inches in Goodview, Virginia. The Washington area, generally 7 inches. Washington Dulles, Washington National, and BWI all getting 7 inches. Philadelphia up to 7 now, and there's northwestern North Carolina, Creston and Boone. So the northwestern Piedmont into the high country did well. Roanoke, Virginia, in and around the valley there, 6 inches of snow. And New York City again, 3 to 5 already, and it's coming on at the rate of nearly an inch per hour. As Paul said, traveling today extremely difficult, anywhere from Portland, Maine southbound. Again, the snow beginning to wind down in the suburban areas, about 40 miles west of Philadelphia. Things are improving, I think, for the final time now. And again, around Boston, down to New York, and even South Jersey, still some problems. Let's take it down to Vineland, New Jersey, in the Vineland area. Very, very heavy snow falling out there near Highway 49. That's a route you take out of Philly, heading down into Cape May County a lot. And weather-wise today was a very slow go. Later on today, the snow consolidates. So watching from Groton, Connecticut to Portland, Maine, from that line south and east, that'll be the area of heavy snow. Later on, 31 in New York, 32 in Philadelphia, maybe a touch above freezing, but not by much in the Washington area. Southward bound, we continue to find the clouds streaming through, so don't look for a big improvement in the Atlanta region for today. Tampa, Orlando, southbound, hanging on to summer-like weather. Enjoy. It's not going to last a whole lot longer. Big area of high pressure and the cleanup beginning in Oklahoma City as well. Out there along I-40, very difficult getting around yesterday. In and around the Oak City area, locally 3 to 4 inches of snow fell, so getting around the lunch hour was extremely difficult. Then it finally wound down, thankfully, around the early afternoon. Later on today, some rain hangs on in Texas, maybe a little snow into the hill country. And again, rain and maybe a rumble of thunder down towards Tampa and Orlando. 38 in Atlanta, raw day today. It's not going to get a whole lot better. 27 in Little Rock, 18 right now in Oklahoma City. And again, later on today, some showers in central Florida. Atlanta, this could be a pretty tall order at 46, maybe more like the lower 40s. And look at Beale Street there in Memphis, only about 32. Bitter cold air in the Midwest as well. The coldest morning we've had to date this winter. 14 below at Minneapolis, I should say, and 18 below at International Falls. Twin Cities, that is really cold air. 8 below in Des Moines, 8 above in Chicago, and again 12 now heading out there for the lunch hour out around the Buckingham Fountain and down around Grant Park. 20 if you're lucky. There's a little snow out there, not a whole lot, a little snow spinning through Benton Harbor and earlier around Grand Rapids in Michigan, getting some snow. Later on today, 18 in Chicago, 21 for St. Louis. To the west we go. Things are pretty quiet. There's some light rain out there coming to the California coast. Otherwise, it's not too bad off. It looks as though we're going to see some lighter areas of rain trying to come in. Otherwise, 9 at Denver, 6 below in Lander, and once again, 51 on the way to a pretty decent day into Los Angeles. Well, that wintry weather could interfere with the travel plans on this Friday. Philadelphia, one place getting that snowfall. We'll talk more about that and the impact from that big storm coming right up.
This program was sponsored by Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Guess they're not home.
Mom?
Hit it.
Dad? You'll find any excuse to go Outback for our perfectly grilled shrimp and fresh Atlantic salmon.
Son! You're breaking up.
Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Visit our website for the Outback Steakhouse nearest you. No rules, just right.
We all fall in love. And we all get colds. Hopefully not on the same day. Thank goodness for Kleenex tissues. Ultra soft 3-germ blocking layers help you share feelings, not germs.
Your
pets same exact heartworm and flea medications delivered to your home, saving you time and money.
It costs less than buying from my veterinarian.
It only takes a phone call.
I saved a visit to my vet's office. I didn't have to leave home.
Pet Meds delivers my pet's medication right to my door.
It's cheaper and more convenient than buying from my vet.
I save time and money.
1-800-PET-MEDS. We deliver savings and convenience on HeartGuard, Advantage, Frontline, and all other pet medications. Call to order now or order online.
Storm Stories tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
To clean the whole